A short story of my life is after I had a lot of problems and my financial situation, the money I was making, and I thought a happy person is a person who has money. It didn't satisfy me, and I went through a lot of sufferings and painful experiences like divorce and other things. I made my life simple, the financial and material life simple, and started to contemplate and started to ask a lot of questions like what is God, why I am here, who is prophet, what is religion, and a lot of other questions. And then I started to read the life story of very unique people in the history. I enjoyed the book of Khalil Gibran, the prophet, and then about his life. And it's a book called Seven Valleys. I spent a lot of times with that book and try to understand that book, the Seven Valleys. They are all free on the internet. You can download. And it was another book, The Hidden Words. The Seven Valleys and Hidden Words are from a person's name is Baha'u'llah. He is the the prophet of the Baha'i religion. And then I read a lot about Jesus' life and about others, about so many others in the last 30 years. Then I spent a lot of times with psychology to understand the inner child and what affects our mind as after we are born. So what I'm saying is try, do your best to have time as much as possible and read the writings of very famous and very unique people in the human history. Search for spiritual people and read their writings. That's what I did. Maulana, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, and so many others. And when you read these kind of people's writings, your mind are gonna start to ask questions and then spend your time with finding the answers for that questions. Find the person or people who they have answer for these spiritual or these questions and ask them, talk to them. After I lost my father, my mother, then I had a lot of questions about what is death because everybody knows it's gonna come a time that I'm gonna die too. I'm gonna leave this body. So what's gonna happen? Is my spirit gonna live different life? Do we have a spiritual level of being after we lose the body? So my suggestion is spend time when you make your material life simple as much as possible. If you have family, you have kids, you have so many other responsibilities, so you cannot spend 10 hours a day, but as much as you can. And today with internet, we can find most of the information that it would help us to understand who I am and why I am here on internet for free. I listen to a lot of talks from Sadhguru. They are on internet. So that's my opinion, that's my experience. So the first thing is make your material life, worldly life easier, simple, and spend as much as you can time with reading and listening and talking and having conversation with these kind of people. And if it will come a time that you experience your spiritual being, I promise you, you are going to have different dreams. You are going to feel different about everything. You will experience the peace and the love in your heart, in yourself, and then you will share what you feel with the environment, and the environment will reflect what you share with them, and then you feel the positive energy. One of the very important experiences that people have is that they live their life based on information they have in their mind that they learned from parents, from environment, and other things, school and society, TV, radio, newspaper, internet. And because what we know, what we understand is relative, it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. Always is going to stay relative. When we know more and understand more, our questions are going to get deeper and more complicated, more heavy, bigger, more important. Because our intelligence can't find answers for everything. For example, what happens after death? Or am I gonna live tomorrow, next year? And so many other things that we don't have answer for them. And because of that, we have fear. We are trying to create kind of safe and secure life, mostly based on money, materialistic stuff, that we feel we have a future and it's safe, it's secure, or our kids. So we get attached to material things. And because there are so many things we don't have answer for that, we believe in something. And one of the affections of religion is would satisfy our beliefs. What I'm saying is a person named Prophet who experienced the highest level of spirituality, he created information, and based on his spiritual power and how he lived his life and what he created, we get very attracted to his creative writings, to his information that he left for us. And with the help of other people that they have the knowledge and they know, the majority of people would get attached to this belief, and through that belief they feel peace. So a human being is affected through his intelligence that's not perfect with beliefs. Each individual person has believes in a lot of things that his intelligence didn't find the answer. He doesn't know. He believes. And that belief helps the person with himself to find more peace and be relaxed and have less or no fear, feel more stable. And if we believe in rules and laws that are not against our intelligence and our science, if it's not against that, it makes it easier for us to accept that belief and raise our kids based on that belief. So, what I'm trying to explain is because we cannot know everything and not everyone experience his spiritual being. We need a faith, we need a belief, we need a religion. That religion and belief is not against science, is in peace with science and our intelligence. We can accept it. And that's a way we can have peace and unity in ourselves and in the society and educate and raise our kids and their relationship with other people based on that belief till we start and experience our own spiritual being. And when you experience who you are spiritual, then you would feel in yourself everything what you needed, the peace, the love, and everything else. That all of them are written in the book of Seven Valleys that you can download free on internet. The way how I experience in my life to be a spiritual person has different levels and it's different experiences. And the reason I was attracted to a prophet, and for me, I understood the level of that person is the way how he lived his life and everything what he created, all these writings and the energy, the power, the attractions in his writings, creations. That's why, in my case, I accepted a prophet as like a role model. And as long as I have the feeling that this connection to this spiritual person helps me to become more spiritual, I'm gonna read and study more, contemplate more about his person as a spiritual person and his writings. And for me, this became a purpose of being, feeling more and more the peace and love in myself and become a deeper spiritual person and create what it would help the environment and society and share with them what I feel.